one of the biggest parts of the deal between Disney, Marvel Studios, and Sony when it comes to using Spider-Man in their movies and doing the Spider-Man solo movies is that in the Spider-Man solo movies, there must be at least 2 MCU characters. Because Sony figured, well, if like Iron Man or Captain America's in our movie, then that'll make more people want to see our movie. And I mean, that kind of did work. So for the first movie, we had Iron Man, and then we had Captain America. And then in Spider-Man Far From Home, we had Nick Fury and Maria Hill. So a big question going into Spider-Man 3, whatever the title is going to be, is who's going to be the 2 MCU characters that are going to be in here. But now, according to a new post I found on Reddit, we may know one of those characters. So here it is. Don Cheadle is expected to return as Rhodey in Spider-Man 3. So I'll leave the link to this Reddit post down in the comments, down in the description below. If you want to go check it out, leave a comment or something. But yeah, so this is saying that War Machine, Don Cheadle, James Rhodes is going to be one of those 2 characters in this movie. Now, before I get into how reliable this source is and how likely this is, I want to talk about, say that War Machine is going to appear in this movie and he's going to be one of the characters. You still have to have one other MCU character in there. So who else could that be? Well, I have 2 theories. First of all, Sam Wilson, Falcon/Captain America, because he was actually in an early draft of Spider-Man Far From Home. He was supposed to appear in that movie, but then it was cut. So maybe they'll just fit him into this movie somehow. Plus, this will be taking place way after the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So by then, Sam Wilson should be Captain America, I think. And it would make sense for him to be out there and maybe try and help Peter throughout his time of being on the run. But then the other candidate I've come up with is, of course, Daredevil. Because, I mean, it's been very long rumored that he's going to be in this movie. Yes, Charlie Cox just debunked that he was in this, but, I mean, first of all, he could be completely lying. Or he could maybe just not know yet. Or they could recast. So we could be seeing Daredevil in this movie. But I'm not quite sure whether Daredevil would count as one of those 2 MCU characters, though, because we're not sure if he's 100% in the MCU, but maybe it would count. So those are my 2 guesses. Let me know in the comments below who you think will be the 2 characters in this movie from the MCU, other than Spider-Man and his characters, of course. But on to War Machine, James Rhodes. So, first of all, the source. I don't know how reliable this is, because it's just some post I found on Reddit. So take it with a grain of salt, but it is still definitely possible. The source, he's or she, whatever, says that they have a reliable source that just told them that Don Cheadle is going to be James Rhodes' War Machine in Spider-Man 3 and make an appearance there. So, if this is true, I mean, it would make sense because, you know, a big part of the Spider-Man franchise is Iron Man. And, I mean, you had Iron Man in the first movie, you've had Happy Hogan in the first 2 movies. So it makes sense to have another Iron Man character in this 3rd movie in the form of Don Cheadle's War Machine. So, also, we don't really know where this character is going to pop up next in the MCU. From all the projects that were announced at San Diego Comic-Con, he's not involved in any of them. And even any of the rumored ones, we don't know about him being in any yet. I mean, of course, there's the rumor that he's getting his own Disney Plus series, but if that doesn't happen, I don't know where else he's going to show up. Or this could be a setup for that series, possibly, if it actually happens. But we don't really know for sure. So, anyways, guys, what do you think about this? Do you hope to see War Machine in Spider-Man 3? If not, then what other characters do you want to see appear in this movie? So, please remember to hit that big like button if you enjoyed this video. And I hope to see you in the next video so I can keep you up to date on our Marvel life.